Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Huskers ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. He'll ride his man on the option. They start the afternoon with a run, and it goes nowhere. Guys, when you think about Arkansas, you start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces.
Turning it on. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him, and a nice gain offensively here. And this is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
To the air on first down. Quickly complete. Still running at the 40. Flying down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Man, can you draw up a better start for this offense? Coming out the gate explosive to start the season, get a touchdown on the board right away, create a lot of momentum for this football season.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense with jumbo personnel. The handoff to Johnson. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The Cornhuskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Finds his man. It's Johnson. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Send that offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll run the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Let's talk for a second about Arkansas. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, and they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grant behind the line. It's Anthony. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Got a man. It's Knowles. At the 40, there he goes. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
They'll give it to Johnson. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a crease to the left. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Motion from the wide receiver. Got it in the middle. It's Hunter. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes a grab, pass to Martin. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's complete to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
To the air, it's Rayola. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have two left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll run the option. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On the run, it's Perry. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We reach the brink. Arkansas has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. He'll keep it himself. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's fourth and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
The Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The give on the option. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make move to change impossible. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
The kick is on its way. Secures it at the 30. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
The Huskers can really attack on this second and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And the Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Cornhuskers look to keep this drive humming. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw again. Got a man. It's Johnson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Raiola. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on third and long. Got his man. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the lone running back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
This has been a back and back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And he makes the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Wants to go up top. Got his man in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Smith. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Perry. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good job by the defense to keep him away from that first down marker. It's 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. Wants to bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. To the air, it's Raiola. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Touchdown, Nebraska! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. fires, and the traffic picked off. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Raiola. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hunter. Oh, he's got some space. He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's looking to pass. Lets it fly. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Husker!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Anthony. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Razorbacks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Parker. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did.
There he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, that's just on the defense. I'm sorry. Fullbacks are not supposed to be able to rip off big runs like that. The defense, they better do a better job tackling as this game goes on.
They'll power it inside with the fullback. Racing down the left side. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Cornhusker. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. UCF is currently up big right now, and really everything they've dialed up offensively has worked. They're up by 24 over USF. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it behind the line, it's Anthony. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Razorbacks want to move quickly. Back to pass. That's reeled in, it's Brown. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The play action fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Trying to get it to the marker. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field.
I know there are some people that say, no, in your own territory, you punt the football, you be conservative. No, sir. 4th and 1, I'm hitting the gas. All gas, no brakes. I'm going for this. I prepared for it all week. Nice job by the offense getting the first.
Breaks into the open. Oh, what a caught. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Up-tempo for the offense.
That's a great example of him understanding where everybody is on the field, because that wasn't the guy he wanted to throw it to, but he knew he was going to get hit. He had to get rid of it quickly, dumped it off, and he let his guy go make a big play for him.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Haas. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Razorbacks are in the hurry-up. On the ground, it's Perry. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The Razorbacks have it in scoring position on first and goal. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First and goal for the offense. The snap sets up the throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Smith. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for him.
It's third and goal and third and long. Motion from the wide receiver. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Gets it out quickly. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up fourth and goal.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll go to the air. He wants it all. Touchdown, Arkansas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Nebraska.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Razorbacks! This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving them up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Coming out with it, it's Bell. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll try the run. Turning it on! He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So 1st down will open up the final period. They'll move the tight end. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offense...
Right down the ballpark! The 20! He's at the 10! Touchdown, Nebraska! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Louisville is running away with this one behind an offense that's striking on the ground and through the air with military-like precision. They're up 14 over Florida. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. saw, ready to send out this offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. And the Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, it just give it time. It just keeps working. It's just slow down.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moves to change impossible. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Gives it on the option. Strong belief in this running game as he powers his way ahead and picks up 8. It's 4th and 1. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that 4th down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
Makes the grab. It's Barney. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Husker! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Game 1, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Send that offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. To the air on first down. The short hands, it's Brown. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Wants to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. Finds a man on the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Looking downfield on first down. Using the quick game. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38. Second down, they'll go to the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Hits him in stride at the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And the extra point was good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Set to kick this one away.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Under fire. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. He'll pull it down and run. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on 3rd down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it, gets a huge 3rd down conversion for this offense.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. The screen, and watch out. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Huskers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
And the Huskers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Lets it fly. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. Give out of the gun. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. They'll send the back in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Here comes the heat. And the ball's on the ground. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. There he goes. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And how about being a defense trying to catch that guy who scrambles and make things happen? Think about it. He scrambles outside the pocket, and I'm trying to chase, but I still got to cover guys behind me. He makes the big plays. Now I get to come up and keep chasing, keep pursuing, and try to put a lick on the QB. I understand he's a quarterback. He will cough it up. Great job by the defense, putting the lick, causing the fumble.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points and start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give as they work on that clock. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He's piled up 112 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Moving away from pressure. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to swing it on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Hansen. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Caught in the backfield. It's Hunter. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Well, Little Red's probably probably turning into Big Red with pride right now with this performance he's turning in.
And, man, he is in his bag. He's running it. He's throwing it. This defense is like, having it what? Which way do I go? Who's got the football? He is setting this defense on fire.
28.
And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Anthony. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. Wants to go up top on first down. Fakes the grab. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to throw it. That's caught. It's Anthony. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Razorbacks in the hurry up. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Picked off. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Nebraska! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Arkansas, 28.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. To the air on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Give to the back. He gave it a big effort, but he stopped at the 22. Not quite enough to move the sticks. It'll be fourth down.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the fourth down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.